Hi everyone, this is Avi and this is my daughter.
Rihanna,
And today we're going to talk about,
how to make bean sprouts.
and this is a series that I'm going to call Mommy and Me Kitchen, because making bean sprouts is so easy.
A kid can do it.
A kid can do it. And my daughter is 6 years old and she's going to help me today. Now, you probably read my blog about the Mediterranean diet and embarking on a new food path. An integral part of the Mediterranean diet is to eat lentils or legumes
3 times a week.
3 times a week. So lentils and legumes in general are really high in protein and they're really, really good for you, especially if you're a lifelong vegetarian like myself and you want to get protein from things other than dairy. Legumes and lentils are a really, really good source of that. But when you sprout or put a legume or lentil through the germination process, you get even more benefits from it, natural benefits. When you sprout a lentil, you get an abundant amount of vitamin K, vitamin C, and carotene, which you wouldn't have gotten that much of had you just cooked the lentils or used them in a soup or something like that. Today, in particular, we're going to be talking about green Moong beans. And this is one of my family's favorites. Green Moong beans, can you show them the green Moong beans, Rihanna? These are green Moong beans, and green Moong beans in general have a very nutty, powerful flavor. They're very potent in flavor, and that's why I think my family loves them. You can use them, you can cook them and use them in a soup. You can cook them and use them in a salad.
You can use them as a decoration too.
On top of different foods that you create. They give you like a crunchy little kind of bite to it, and they have a buttery, nutty sort of taste and flavor. So my family loves green Moong beans, but there are several other kinds of lentils that you can sprout. Pretty much any dry lentil or bean you can sprout, depending on how much you need. That would depend on the time frame of how long it would take to sprout them. So I love lentils, and I would love to share with you a couple of different lentils that my family uses. You can get lentils pretty much anywhere. These I got from ShopRite. They're French lentils. They come in a variety of different colors. You can also go to a Latin food store. Thank you, Rihanna. They have a whole bunch of dry beans and lentils that you can try. Also, Indian grocery stores, Arabic stores, Asian markets. We have a good store called H Mart here. It's a Korean store, a Korean supermarket. They also have lentils as well, and dry beans. So these are red lentils. They have, again, a buttery flavor. They're very tiny, but they're very potent in flavor. If you cook them too much, however, they will become too soft and too buttery, too mushy. And just so you know, if you cook your lentils and store them for more than 2 days in the fridge, they will give you gas. So do not cook your lentils and eat them after more than 1 day, because then you're gonna
get gas.
get gas. And nobody likes that. So lentils are great, but don't eat them after 2 days or so. Again, Mediterranean diet requests that you have lentils 3 times a week. The ones we're going to be working with are green Moong beans. Rihanna, can you please pour half a cup of green Moong beans in here so everybody can see? Here you go. Now, I just use any cup I have in the kitchen. It could be a coffee mug. It could be, a teacup or something like that. Now, what Rihanna did is poured a teacup of lentils. What we're going to do with these lentils is we're going to add water about 1 inch or 2 above the line over here, about 1 inch or 2 above. What's going to happen is, Rihanna, can you put water in here for me first?
Yes,
Thank you.
Ma'am, Mommy.
Thank you. So what happens is when you add the water to the lentils, you're going to have to soak it for about 4 to 5 hours. Now, a good rule of thumb is if you need the lentils, let's say Thursday, then you want to soak them Wednesday morning for about 4 to 5 hours. What I do, because I am a busy mom and I really don't have time, so what Rihanna and I do is before we go to drop her off to school and I go to work on Wednesday morning, I'll go ahead and soak the lentils. When I come back, they're going to plump up. So what happens to a half a cup of soaked lentils after 4 to 5 hours is this. They kind of double up in size. And you know they probably soak up all the water in here. Now, what you want to do is then strain the lentils, okay? So this is the strainer that I use. You can use whichever one you have at home. And what you want to do is strain and wash the lentils. So let's go ahead and strain and wash the lentils. Rihanna, do you mind if I do it?
Yes.
You mind? Or you don't mind?
I do.
You do mind? You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, here. So Rihanna's going to help me by straining and washing the lentils. Rihanna, go ahead and pop them in there. Perfect. Shake them off. Shake, 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 shake. Good. All right. And now we're going to wash them really good. So you want to wash your lentils really good. Rihanna, shake it really good. All right. You want to wash the lentils really, really good so that they don't have a stench or a smell to it because they've been sitting around for 4 to 5 hours. So go ahead and wash it really good and drain them out. And the next thing, leave them in here, Rihanna, so it can drain. And then the next thing we're going to do with these lentils is we are going to tie them up and with a cheesecloth. Now the easiest way to do that is to take a bowl like this and take a cheesecloth. A cheesecloth. Now this is really cool. It is kind of thicker than maybe a Bounty towel. I wouldn't suggest using a towel. The lentils end up smelling when you use them, or at least when I do. I don't like the smell. This is a cheesecloth. It's 100% cotton. You can get it pretty much anywhere. Walmart even carries it. Target definitely does. So you get the cheesecloth, and basically what you do is you drop the cheesecloth into your bowl, like so. You drop the cheesecloth in, and then what you want to do is drop your lentils into here and tie them up. Now, what I did is I already made some sprouts. So I dropped the lentils into the bowl. I dropped the lentils into the cheesecloth, tied them up really tight, and put them in a dark, warm place. I use my oven in the winter time because that is the darkest and warmest place I have in my house. Now, in the summertime, you can store them in your cabinet. Because it's going to be dark, heat rises, it's going to be, the higher up you store it in your cabinet, the better it is. So you want a dark and warm spot. I put them in my oven, so let's see what happened. Now I put this in I soaked the lentils Wednesday morning, I strained them during the day, and then I popped them into the cheesecloth when I came home from work, just like so.
And then she put it in the oven.
And I put it in the oven overnight. And so what's going to happen here, let's see. Let's see if we have any sprouts. Rihanna, you think we have any sprouts?
I think so.
I think so. Let's see.
And then we have some sprouts.
And there we go. So these are bean sprouts. You'll see the little tails that came out of these lentils. Again, this was just done one night, just overnight. You got bean sprouts. It's very economical. If you go to Whole Foods, I suggest you get organic lentils or beans. If you go to Whole Foods for like $1.99, you can get like a whole bag of lentils, green Moong lentils. It's so cheap than going and spending $3, $4 buying already sprouted lentils. It's so easy.
A kid can do it.
And Rihanna just helped me make these. Now, you can use them as is in any salad that you like. They taste really good with a salad of arugula and goat cheese with a little bit of cranberry and your Italian salad dressing, balsamic vinegar oil, etc. But what I do is I flavor my lentils. The way I flavor them is I take them, put them in a bowl, put a little bit of lemon juice in them, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and a little bit of salt. And for just an added kick, a sort of earthier, sort of spicier kick, I add a tiny bit, like a half a teaspoon of cumin powder. So try this at home. Tell me what you think and go to auntiavis.com for the latest Mommy and Me kitchen as well as the latest recipes for the Mediterranean diet, especially with bean sprouts. Rihanna, can we say bye to everybody?
Bye.
And see you again on our next Mommy
And me.
Kitchen.